As we said, Billings currently sits at a tie for the snowiest winter on record, and other parts of the state are also feeling the effects from this year's weather.
KULR 8's Amy Leet tells us how ranchers have been struggling during calving season, but it's not all related to the winter weather.
This little guy was just born yesterday, and he's strong and healthy despite a brutal calving season.
It's the worst one I can ever remember in all my life.
It's April, but it looks more like February. This is what ranchers across Montana have been facing all winter.
We've had, in February, there's about 8 days we were 30 below.
While this little guy is doing well, not all of the calves at Jansen Cattle Ranch were as lucky.
We suffered more than normal this year. I mean, if you're not on them right away, a lot of them died on you.
To try to keep the calves alive, rancher John Jansen says he had to take some risks.
We've had situations where we got too many and we've had heat lamps on them, which isn't exactly preferable because you don't want to burn the barn down either.
To combat the cold, Jansen says he constantly made sure to lay down fresh straw so the calves weren't walking directly on the cold ground. Surprisingly, though, Jansen says the winter weather wasn't the only factor contributing to the difficult calving season.
If you want to go through what we've been dealing with, I mean, you really have to go back, not just the winter, you have to go clear back to June.
Jansen says the hot, dry summer damaged the pastures, leaving ranchers in a bad spot heading into calving season.
A lot of times your spring pasture, the grass will grow back and you can graze it again. We didn't get that, and we came in awful light on our calves. We didn't make our contract. The buyer still took them, thankfully, but I mean, there's a lot of people that didn't make their weights.
Plus, the wildfires that plagued Montana this past summer took a toll as well.
The whole northern part of the state was on fire, which drove the hay prices up. And when you're feeding for 6 months, I mean, normally you're 2 or 3, and you're feeding for 6 months, you're burning through a hay pile pretty quick.
Despite the tough winter, though, Jansen says he's hopeful for the summer's success.
I always try to think on the bright side.
In Lavina, I'm Amy Leet, Montana Right Now.
That was quite a final shot, wasn't it? Jansen says it has been a rough winter, but it can only get better from here.